Arizona's food banks are seeing a record need for help right now ahead of the holidays. We'll share with you some images of the drive-through distribution. This was this morning's at St. Mary's in Phoenix. Our Claudia Rupsich spoke to one mother who, like so many in the valley, has really been struggling to make ends meet.
Andrea Thomas in Mesa works as a senior collector for Honor Health. She was furloughed for 3.5 months in May.
As a single mom, you worry about your kid. You don't really worry about yourself. So my job was to make a life for Layla as normal as possible without her even knowing what's going on.
She was able to receive unemployment insurance, but is still waiting on DES for some of the additional weekly $600 of federal government benefits.
Things are starting to ramp up and I need to find out how to cut pennies and save money.
Her family is not alone. Hundreds of thousands of families are for the first time coming out to a food bank during the pandemic.
It blessed me tremendously, and I was able to bless my neighbors because it was an abundance of food.
The United Food Bank on Friday fed the most people ever, shattering records from earlier in the pandemic. St. Mary's Food Bank Alliance has also seen an increase in demand, averaging a distribution of 10 million pounds of food a month, with 11 million pounds in October. That's the most in its 53-year history.
Right now, because of the coronavirus, we've seen about a 16% increase in demand.
Angie Rogers with the Arizona Food Bank Network oversees the state's 5 largest food banks. She expects to see continued record demand in 2021.
I think folks are very anxious about their employment situations, whether or not there'll be enough resources to be able to put food on the table, what those resources might look like for their family members, including children or their parents.
DES has paid out more than $12 billion in unemployment insurance since March. The Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program was created by the federal government to help those who traditionally would not qualify for unemployment insurance. 8 months into the pandemic, there are nearly 3 times as many Arizonans getting PUA than traditional unemployment.
I pay for medication for both me and my daughter every month and stuff like that, so I've had to really juggle and find out what's a priority and what can wait.
For many, like Thomas, these benefits, the food banks, and neighbors just looking out for one another have been critical in keeping families afloat.
You just learn to utilize what's around you. And then learn to be patient because it's not just you, it's everyone.
Luckily, Thomas is working again. In Mesa, Claudia Rupsich, ABC 15 Arizona.